What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be working on my frame, and this will be the last video of my frame. Today we're gonna be strengthening it once again. So if you saw my last video, you saw us boxing in the frame and reinforcing the hitch and whatnot, adding a gooseneck hitch. In this video, we're gonna be boxing this in all the way down to down here. Because of how the frame is shaped, I don't really want to box it to this part of the frame. I'm going to run a little strip from that side all the way through to this side, and it'll be welded to this, so it will be able to distribute the weight. This is what I've got so far cut out. So we need to cut them further and shape them so that way they match the contour of the frame exactly. So that way it's super easy to weld on and it's super strong. So let's get into it. There's a lot of cutting to be done, so we got to get it done. So let's go. Okay, so now that we have all of the steel cut out and it's all been ground down and shaped properly, we can now start welding it into our frame, and we're going to start boxing our frame. Or, excuse me, we're going to continue boxing our frame. Here's what the piece looks like cut out, and that's the space that we're going to be welding it into is right here. And that's what it looks like inside the frame, but not welded yet. So yeah, let's get to welding. Okay, so we finished welding our first plate. We've cut out our plates that connect to this other reinforcement out on the other side, which I'm about to show you. We're going to connect this plate to this one right here. And here's what the two look like, one for each side. One's a little longer than the other. We're still not done shaping them. They're close, but not quite. So yeah, let's get into welding them now. So I finished welding both sides of the frame. So pretty much the entire back side of the frame, completely welded, completely strengthened, and completely boxed. Okay, so now what we have to do is we're gonna strengthen the front part of the frame, but in order to do that, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to raise the cab upwards in order to get better access under there, because there's not enough room to weld anything. It's way too close to the frame rail. So I'm gonna have to lift up the cab, and then I'll have to cut the metal out and properly shape it, and then we'll weld it to the frame. So let's get into it. See how much easier that makes my life? Look how much room I've got now. Okay, so we have all of the brackets cut out, and I'm going to mock it up and get it clamped down so we can start tacking this sucker in. And yeah, so I also powder coated and sandblasted my front engine mounts, or excuse me, front cab mounts. And I'm also going to do the same to the rear cab mounts. And here's what the powder coated cab mount looks like. Here's one of them. If you're curious for how I get them to be the exact same every time, what I do is I cut one out and then I just trace it on the other, and then I clamp them together and then grind them down to be the exact same. So both of these actually fit. Both of these are the exact same shape. They're both the exact same size. Like they're the exact same bracket. All right, so here's kind of the general vicinity of what we're going to be reinforcing. We're going to be taking this little plate right here, and we're going to be slapping it right on the frame like that. All right, so that's kind of what it looks like, just sort of thrown up there. We're gonna weld a piece like this on this side and the other side. But the problem is these cab mount holes have to be drilled out through this plate first, and then we'll bolt it to here, and then we'll start welding it. So I'm gonna get the holes drilled out, then we're gonna get to welding this thing. So let's get into it. Okay, I just finished prepping the rear cab mounts for powder coating. Here's what they look like. They look really good. I'm just gonna get into powder coating. We're gonna do wrinkle black, just like all the other stuff. So let's get into it. All right, so I just pulled out my rear cab mounts out of the oven. Well, I pulled them out a while ago. They've cooled off now, but they're completed. So I'm gonna show you. This is called Wrinkle Black, and it's one of my favorite powders. It looks good, and I feel like it's a pretty durable powder, so I like it. All right, so now I'm just gonna put those cab mounts back on so we can set the cab back down, and then I think I'm gonna call it a video. So now that I'm done with the rear part of the frame, I'm just gonna put the gooseneck on there for now. I was gonna paint it, but I'm just not going to right now. I'm just gonna be truthful. I'm just not gonna do it right now. So that will be later, but I'm just gonna put it on for now just so I can kind of see it and kind of think about what to do about my bed in the future. So anyways, let's get into putting that on. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for this video. We're done with the frame. Like we can't do anything else with the frame. Like there's nothing else to do. I mean, there might be a couple mounts that we're gonna have to do in the future, but that's not something we can really do right now. We are waiting on other things to do that. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys for watching. I really enjoy doing this, and I really hope you guys enjoy the content as much as I enjoy making it. So anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and here's a bit of a collage of all of what we've done with the frame.